What's up, y'all? This is not a usual video. I'm actually filming this while I'm um playing Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm picking up on a level I haven't played in a while, but it's neither here nor there. I wanted to make a video today to talk about some of the trending topics. Let's start there. So, some of the biggest things that have happened today, well, actually this week, because tomorrow's Friday. Ozzy Osbourne died. Hulk Hogan died today. A couple of other people in the music industry, and then also the dude who played on the Cosby Show, Michael Jamal Warner, he died too. They said he died while he was drowning. Some stories say with his daughter. Some people say he was alone. I don't really know who to believe, but that happened. And there's this famous quote that you may not have heard from an older black person, said death comes in threes, and that's just kind of what happened. So I wanted to get you guys' opinion on it. Me personally, I don't really form relationships with celebrities. Like, it's kind of a new phenomenon for me. I might have been fans of or always wanted to, listen to or whatever, but I never really got personal with celebrities like that to mourn their deaths. Like, don't get me wrong, like when Chadwick Boseman died, baby, I'm still not recovering from that because Black Panther forever. Like, what are you talking about? Wakanda forever? I'm bullshitting, but no, for real. Like, I didn't, I just didn't feel any type of way of the recent deaths. It's a weird timing. You can't also time death. But I just got a new job, and one of the biggest things at said job is that you give people the best last days that you can because you never know when your time is gonna come. It sounds cliche, but it's a real thing. So I really, really, really hope that these gentlemen, before they passed away, they got to enjoy life. Michael Jamal Warner is actually the most shocking out of all of them because he's young. He, I don't think he was past his 40s, if I'm correct. I really don't remember. I know the Cosby Show happened when I was a baby, so I definitely don't know how old he is or was. However, he was the only one that wasn't, a death of old age. They said Ozzy died. He was battling some really serious stuff, and then Hulk Hogan. People were talking about rumors of him being on his deathbed not too long ago, so I'm kind of not surprised about that one. But yeah, those are some things. Also, I want to get you guys' opinion on what's happening with this new AI centered world that we live in. So a lot of platforms are adjusting. I know YouTube has been one of the biggest. TikTok and Facebook are also following, but the difference is YouTube is celebrating authentic creators, while Facebook and TikTok, it seems like they're making a platform for AI. And they're kind of putting AI above normal regular people or streamers, unless you're like a fucking super salesman and you get a million views every day type shit. But come up here, B. Come up here, B. Come up here, B. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, as a person who studied technology most of my life, and in my adult life, I am wrapping up my master's degree here very soon with technology and software. I am very anxious to know how far AI is going to go. I've seen some examples, don't get me wrong. I've definitely been able to look at some of these newer programs people are cooking up, and I know a couple people who code who are making things with AI. So it's not really new necessarily. It's not new. It's been around for a while, but most people are just not saying it in today's, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? In today's time. Honestly, I feel like COVID is one of the biggest reasons why it's a shock because everybody was at a standstill for so long. What am I trying to say? Like, people, there wasn't any time where you were expecting this huge change, is what I'm trying to say. Now, uh, everybody's just assuming that AI is going to take over everything. And I'm gonna tell y'all, that's not really how technology usually works, especially at the stages we're at now. A lot of these bigger corporations, they have the money to fund AI, but that doesn't mean that we finna live in an AI driven world. Now, I can't tell y'all nothing if y'all don't go vote at y'all town hall and you don't do something to make sure that you guys have some type of agency or representation. I can't promise that things won't change for you, but the biggest thing is that you have to be involved because if anything, AI should be teaching you that anything could change. It doesn't matter if the system was working right for years. If there's a way to make something better, usually engineering is going to find a way to do that. But I mean, in some instances, I like AI. I personally like the chatbots because Um, this is just my experience as a student. I was always in higher classes, harder classes, honors classes, whatever you want to call them. I rarely had someone to talk to that was on my level that was not also a professor or staff. And for a long time, my brain, it started to do this thing where it would like exit out everything in the middle because I'm always doing everything at the top. But stuff for the middle, I would forget how to do simple things, especially after my surgery. I would start forgetting how to do simple stuff, like even like something that took 2 steps. I don't know, I was forgetting. So a chat bot helps me get back into that long-term memory that I'm struggling to grasp. Um, but I don't use it to do super complex things all in one step for me. I use it for things here and there, here and there, here and there, and putting everything else together or double checking and verifying. Like I am a coder. I went to school for computer science. I am a coder at heart. It's not changing for me. It's never going to change. So because I know how to work with the technology, it doesn't intimidate me. If anything, it just highlights that a lot of the things that I felt a few years ago were valid, you know. And this confirmation stuff's always going to change, you know. People might be scared of it, you know. There's a lot of fear mongering around it, especially for people in the tech community, because they keep saying it's taking our jobs. But I don't believe so. I believe there's always going to be enough human error to get some stuff done to need another human to double check. AI is never going to be human, so there's no point in believing that we're going to live in a society full of AI unless y'all literally leave your intelligence at at the door. I mean, that's an evolutionary change, though. That's not something that's predictable. That's something that's determined by choice. If people don't want to uh, do something, it happens in all species. So, yeah, those are the 2 biggest things on my mind today. Because for real, y'all, specifically taking ride share lately has triggered me because it seems like there's like 2 things happening. There's people who don't want to actually do the job, who feel like they're stuck doing the job because of costs of other things they have to pay for. And then there's people who start the job brand new that don't have enough knowledge about the area that they're driving in to do, you know, a sufficient enough job. And we all know there's different driving laws by state. So some people, you know, they're moving, they're trying to get used to these new laws and policies and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot going on, but I say that to say that there's no substitute for being able to train somebody on how to be a driver. It doesn't matter how easy it is to sign up and then you can start earning money tomorrow. That doesn't make you a driver. It doesn't make you a delivery person just because you occasionally do DoorDash or something or Spark or whatever. Like, if anything, people are going to drive themselves to needing AI because they're not using their brains to do deductive research anymore. It's not just an engineer who should be able to go through the scientific process. You should be doing that every day and multiple times in aspects of the day. Oh man, I had so many examples that just popped in my head. But seriously though, like it's pissing me off to have to tell my driver where to stop, where to go, where something is, what the address is on the house. You should have those skills, right? Because you said you wanted to be a driver, and that means that everybody's not gonna be able to communicate with you what they need or want. That's just not. We don't live in that world. We don't live in a perfect world for that. So it pissed me off that I was in a rush this morning and I was having to tell my driver how to evade traffic because he was gonna follow the map and make me 20 minutes fucking late. And I wasn't gonna have that. So, like I said, if anything, that's gonna be the reason why AI takes over. But it ain't gonna be because it's just AI. You know, we as a society, we still gotta fight up against these things. And I might not be a super spiritualist or whatever you want to call me, but I am a person that can see both sides. And I can tell you this: we as humans ain't gonna survive 100% without technology either. Think about that. Okay. But yeah, those are some things that have been on my mind. I just wanted to make a little video about it. See you guys' opinion. I usually ask my coworkers and stuff, but I'm starting to branch out again and talk to social media. I used to just make these type of videos on TikTok before TikTok videos were allowed to be like 10 minutes long. So I'm just getting back into the groove of it. Thanks for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Do whatever you need to do. You can dislike if you like it, baby. I ain't gonna be mad. I am not gonna be mad. Like I said, I'm streaming at the moment. So if you would like to watch me play my games, I do have a Twitch stream channel. I also stream on here sometimes. But I'm trying to become a little bit more consistent. My work schedule keeps changing. Damn, I'm just trying to beat my ass. Ah! You really trying to beat my ass. Damn. Gotta let me get my ass beat. Anyway, yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Oh shit, I'm dying. No, y'all can't double team me. Alright, yeah. Oh, don't run now. Got my little magic stamina up. Come on. Hey, all right, y'all. All right, all right.